Hey kids, so me and Curtis, match 2, rematch. We the top North 5 Americans versus the Canadians. I don't think that's what it was called. Anyways, so when I got the rematch with Curtis, and it's only been 4 or 5 months since we pulled, first I was a little nervous because I go, why would he be so confident to want to rematch so quickly? But he trains with Devin, so you knew he was going to be doing some voodoo type stuff. And if you're Devin's training partner, you know the voodoo type stuff is probably outside or King's move type stuff. So he let it slip in the press conference that round 1 wasn't going to be inside, which was a relief. I wasn't expecting round 1 to be inside. I wasn't going inside anyways because pulling outside is always a better defensive move if you're really not that sure what your dude's gonna do, what the bad dude's gonna do. So round 1, I set up to go outside, he set up to go outside, and his hand was better. His hand was thicker and better, but it wasn't better than mine. But just because I don't use my hand don't mean I don't have a hand. So I think I was able, I can't quite remember what happened because I was like so caffeinated and I was on some other stuff which we'll talk about later. But I think I felt good outside. We slipped, or we eventually slipped. I don't know if we elbow fall or nothing like that. But in the straps, it was definitely my outside game. I was able to top roll him. I was expecting him to try to press, but if you don't have a 4 or 5 inch height advantage, pressing ain't that effective. It helps to be a presser if you're a lot taller than the other person, especially if you're a lot taller than me. Because if you're taller than the other guy, our arms are straight up. When you press, you got the ability to translate their elbow off the elbow pad as opposed to digging it down. So round 1, mostly outside type stuff. I think I top rolled, not a big deal. Round 2 was outside. Trying to think of the order of things here. We went outside again in the straps. Every match was pretty much in the straps. I was diving towards those straps. I believe 1, 2, 3, 4. So round 3 and round 4 were King's move matches. Not me. I didn't King's move because I love you children. I want you to respect me. But, you know, people who do the King's move aren't worried about your love or respect. So he King's moved me. And the first time he King's moved me, he was kind of King's moving me elbow pad to elbow pad. That wasn't so bad. The next time, the King's move was way more effective. He was more, you know, pad to peg angle, corner to corner. And that was effective. And the one thing about pulling King's moves, I'm pretty confident about it now. We'll do a King's move video. I know there's dozens and dozens of King's move videos out there, but they're not useful. What y'all need is a King's move video from a short side pressure guy, not a King's move video from somebody else who just top rolls and stuff. But the King's move just blows up my forearm. Holy smokes, pulling the King's move, man. That arm was just thumping, just good, and hurt. And it was like hours that forearm pumped up. And man, I think I went through 2 bars and like 300 Canada dollars before that pump finally went away. So we got a forearm pump video coming too. But anyways, the King's move, if you know you got the inside tight power, which I felt confident in, and my hand was good, I wasn't so much worried about the King's move. I mean, now a taller guy would have been a problem. But, so we'll do a King's move thing. You know, there's lots of stuff about the King's move. Our method of fighting the King's move is just to bite your tongue and just power it down. So I got rounds 1 through 4, and it was close. He was a lot better. Devin's been working with him, and a couple years from now, he'll be a force. Round 5 was like, oh, well, thank you. So the rules are you pull 6, and if you went 4-0, then the other 2 rounds are like optional or something. So by then we agreed to do the hook matches because Had he gone outside on round 5 and 6, my arm was so blown up, I couldn't have stopped that. My hand was not closing. Well, we would have slipped, we'd have gone to the straps, and it would have been ugly, man. I would have looked like Bob Dole or something trying to pull that arm down. So we dove inside into a hook, and that's still pretty much my backyard. You know, if the heights are basically the same. But takeaways, kids, we're figuring out that King's move. We're not worried about King's movers anymore. We figure out how to control that forearm pump. And I've already researched over-the-counter supplements. I've contacted 2 people on the dark side of supplements, if you know what I mean. And looking at other sports like rock climbers and motocross people, we will come up with a forearm pump video series pretty soon. Not much else to say. The video should be out soon. I've only seen recaps of it. Love you, kids. Love you, Mom. You too, Grandma.